guys just saw was Budokai Tenkaichi 3 gameplay at its peak combat mechanics and everything and all. Just beautiful. And yet there are some people, some detractors that say, oh, it's mid. Really? Okay, buddy. Squid! What? How's it going, Squad Nation? It's your boy, and today you already know what I'm about to say, man. We talked about more Budokai Tenkaichi 4. I know you kind of guys are a little bit sick of me talking about, but listen, man, this game, bro, this is something that we have been waiting for, okay? This is exactly what we have been freaking waiting for.
Exactly. I don't mean to sound like Cat Williams, but this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Like, come on, dog. Like, Budokai Tenkaichi, I keep on saying this. Like, Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Actually, before I even get started with everything that I'm about to like address, because I've been seeing some, you know what I'm saying, some seeing what the community has been saying, some content creators have been saying about the roster, you know, the what content we're going to see, and vice versa. So, but all in all, I think the one thing I really want to get off my chest, more so than ever, is why we are hyped for this game. You guys gotta realize, okay, this is something that we, as a community, like Budokai Tenkaichi 3 is the gem of all Dragon. Like, nothing else beats this game, bro. Yeah, Xenoverse 2, you know, it's a great game, but it doesn't even compare, okay? You can have a side-by-side comparison of the gameplay of Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and Xenoverse 2. Dog, you will definitely say that Budokai Tenkaichi 3 slams Xenoverse 2 when it comes down to gameplay. Like, bro, Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 3 had the three fundamental things that made as the best Dragon Ball game of its time and possibly ever. Because again, like I said, there's still support for this game in the mod community. Like, bro, like there's an unofficial Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4 that is literally online, and obviously I'm pretty sure a lot of you Dragon Ball fans have watched like gameplay of content creators covering this game. Like, come on, bro. You watch Dragon Ball Z the anime. What do you think? What are the three things that we like about Dragon Ball Z? Come on now. High-speed combat, beam struggles and clashes, and the whole stage, like the map, getting destroyed while these fights are going crazy. Like, bruh, the Budokai Tenkaichi 3 basically simulated all three of these things. Plus that with the massive character roster. Like, bruh, they covered everything from Dragon Ball all the way into freaking GT, bruh. From Dragon Ball all the way up to GT. Again, Super wasn't even a thing back at that day and age. Super wasn't even a thing. Battle of Gods, Resurrection F wasn't even a thing. So for the most part, back in that era, we had literally everything that we wanted as Dragon Ball fans at that point in time. There was nothing else that needed to be said. But pretty much address some of the things. I've been hearing a lot of content creators talk about a few things, namely like the release window, the character roster, as well as how the gameplay is going to be functioning. Now, as for the release window, I could honestly gotta say that it is going to be around October or November of 2023. You're probably wondering why I say that. Number one is the fact that every Dragon Ball game, I say this wholeheartedly, think of every Dragon Ball game that you know of. Every Dragon Ball game has always either released either the year after it was announced, or like a couple of months after it was announced. Like, Even like heck, even like go back to like the old Dragon Ball games like Budokai 1, Budokai 2, Budokai 3, the Budokai Tenkaichi series, the Raging Blast, Ultimate Tenkaichi, even the recent games like Xenoverse 1, Xenoverse 2, Breakers, Super Dragon Ball World Heroes Mission, Fusions, bro. Every Dragon Ball game that was announced, either released, either 1 year after it was announced, or just a few months. Like, come on, bro. And I believe like the only 2 games recently that has ever been announced and then later released in the exact same year was Xenoverse 2 and Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. The rest of the other games like Xenoverse 1, Breakers, Fighters, Z Kakarot have all released 1 year later. And I think that goes the same with both, I believe, Dokkan and Legends. Back in my videos, I did tell you guys that it was probably around 2020 or 2021 when it came down to development on when did they start development for Budokai Tenkaichi 4. That was a big mistake on my part. I think they was working on this game since the Xenoverse era, bro. I'ma keep it a band, bro. They probably was working on this game since during the Xenoverse era, like since like the development time of Xenoverse 1 and 2, because if you guys don't know, a lot of you probably know this, but for some of you that don't know, a while back, many years ago, right? Content creators, Rhymestyle and Thundershot, they both went to Bandai Namco because they had that reach, they had that clout, right? And they was actually in a meeting, as crazy as my saying. Now, obviously, if for some reason, if Rhyme or whoever, you know what I'm saying, watches this video, you know, correct me if I'm, you know what I'm saying anything wrong here, right? They was in this freaking meeting with Bandai, right? And they basically just voiced the, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, a Budokai Tenkaichi 3 remaster will be golden for the PS4 and Xbox One, because again, back in that era, the PS4 and Xbox One was already like, they were the new generation at that time, right? The Zek was like, okay, sure, we'll you know what I'm saying, we'll see what we can do, right? So this one guy, I don't know what his name is, whatever case may vary, but basically he went over to Japan because apparently Japan over there had the unanimous decision of whether or not they should greenlit it or not, right? Man went to Japan and somehow just never came back, right? It was so freaking wild, bro. Like, man literally went to Japan because basically all dude had to do, he literally had just one job. All he had to do was basically like, you know what I'm saying, go to Japan, just relay the information that, you know, he heard from the freaking, you know, the West, you know, obviously, you know what I'm saying, that we want a Budokai Tenkaichi 3 remaster. And for some reason, the man just didn't, like, there was like just radio silence. There was no communication at all. You know what the heck was going on? Like, where are we gonna get a Budokai 3 Tenkaichi 3 remaster or not? You know what I'm saying? I think that like something do actually finally somehow came back. And they lost the files, which again, I'm probably calling cap on that because let's be real, Budokai Tenkaichi 3, the mod community supports this game freaking heavily. Like, we have a unofficial Budokai Tenkaichi 4, literally as of right freaking now, and brother bear, come on now, like, and the files is literally online for the internet for everyone to freaking see. So I don't know what, maybe it was an excuse. Maybe it was an excuse that they pretty much just basically like just threw out, you know, throw to like Rhyme and stuff like that, so they can actually, so they can like, you know, possibly just like, you know, work on possibly Budokai Tenkaichi 4 in secret, you know what I'm saying? Cause like I said, the dude, when he came back, band said just, oh, they lost the files or whatever. It gets like it was cap, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of freaking low-key cap. And some people will probably be, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are probably saying like, oh, the player, you know what I'm saying? It was working on Xenoverse 1, 2, Fighters, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. It's not out of the realm of possibility that they was probably working on this game in secret while pushing out content for Xenoverse 2, like, good lord, as well as Fighters, Z Kakarot, because let's be real, like, come on, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure Bandai Namco has, like, a gazillion projects for Dragon Ball at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, bruh. Come on now. It pretty much goes down to, like, my release window. I still say, like, October, November 2023. And I'm pretty sure we're going to get back-to-back-to-back content when June hits. Because when June hits, obviously, like, come on now. E3, all this other stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get something. We gonna get something. I know a lot of people thinking like, oh, it's probably gonna be 2024, 2025. Now, again, 2024 sounds really likely, but 2025, bruh, you're crazy. Like, and because I think a lot of people thinking like this game is like in early development, bro. The game literally just says it's under development. I don't even think that the post said it was in early development. Unless it is, then I guess, yeah. But all in all. Yeah, 2023, at least November, would probably be the release date. If not, and I would not mind it be released on January 2024 or early in that year. So, there you go. The next thing that I think people want to address is, of course, the character roster. A lot of people has been saying, oh, you know what I'm saying, like the character roster. Now, obviously, a lot of people want a massive character roster. And obviously, I do too. Let's be real, okay? Like, don't, like, it... Look, if it was any, and this is something a lot of content creators, because a lot of content creators was like trying to be like super, like, you know what I'm saying, like try to cut the roster down to like possibly like 80 or damn near 50 characters. But you guys gotta realize, this is Budokai Tenkaichi, okay? This is a game that was well known for just having a massive roster alone. So, bruh, like, come on now, even if, like, I'm not gonna say that we're going to get like 120 characters on base launch, but just by at least a good, like, what, a good 100 or at least a 90 or 80 characters would be good, would be at least satisfying, okay? You know what I'm saying? And there was one little like argument and stuff like that, where a creator was saying that, you know what I'm saying, I don't get, like, you know what I'm saying, about the hype for like massive characters and stuff like that. And he brought like the whole notion with like Majin Vegeta from Xenoverse, like the whole thing from Majin Vegeta for like, from everyone wanted Majin Vegeta since Xenoverse 1. And then we finally got him in Xenoverse 2. Everyone did not want to play this man. Keep in mind, there's two things about the fact that, you know what I'm saying, nobody wanted to play Majin Vegeta, who is now called Prince of Destruction Vegeta, which is kind of weird, but you gotta realize that Majin Vegeta's combo strings, like, my guy, man had no reach. Every, like, bruh, he was like, every Vegeta iteration, even the Super Saiyan Blue, except for Super Saiyan 4, so I think Super Saiyan 4's reach was okay, but for freaking Super Saiyan Blue and every other variation of Vegeta that was there, bro, his reach was 2-pack of ass.
Down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Add that into the factor of Xenoverse 2's atrocious netcode, brother. Man there was no, like, bro, no one was ever going to play that. No one, like, you could understand why some people probably dropped this man and didn't want to play him, because let's be real, like, come on now. I gotta give my man a little bit of a bone there. You know what I'm saying? No one want to play as him. But segueing back to my point of saying that, you know, unnecessary characters, but you guys gotta realize, this is something that what Budokai Tenkaichi, again, was known for. Like, Budokai Tenkaichi had characters that, you know what I'm saying, that were pretty much, wasn't, that I guess you could say had somewhat of a significance, but not much of a significance as Goku or Vegeta. We had characters like Yajirobe. We had characters like freaking, Arale. Freaking, I mean, Simon's was always a freaking character, was always somewhat of a character roster in any Dragon Ball game, but you're getting my point, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, like, you know what I'm saying, we had, like, the character roster, like, and the character that was in it, like, you pretty much could play any freaking character that was in the Dragon Ball series, free, including the movies. Like, so I will say, like, if there's anything, if that's going to be containing this massive character roster that we're going to at least get, at the very least, we, like, obviously Dragon Ball Z content has to be in there. No, there's, like, I'm seeing a lot of people saying, I wouldn't mind having more Dragon Ball Super. No. You're missing. Like, no, dog, please, no. Dragon Ball Z. We need just having like the Dragon Ball Z characters in there, because you can't, like, it wouldn't be a Dragon Ball game if we didn't have Dragon Ball Z characters in this game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously Goku going Super Saiyan, Frieza, Cell, Majin Buu, all that stuff like that, right? But as for super characters, I would also think that we also would be entitled to having at the very least, have characters from all the way up into the tournament power. Because, again, the anime has been gone for like, what? For like a good couple of years at this point. Like, good God. Like, it's been a long time, right? It's been a long time since Super freaking ended, bro. So, like, and we already know, like, you know what I'm saying, Jiren. We already know about Toppo, Goku Black, Zamasu, Hit, freaking Beerus, obviously Golden Frieza and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Manga characters, I honestly see that even being somewhat happening. But if we don't get manga characters, then I'm perfectly fine with that. But, bruh. But I will be a little bit realistic that some characters will be DLC. I'm not, like, come on, like, I know for a fact that the Super Broly as well as Superhero are going to have some type of DLC. They're going to be in there, like, DLC, like Frame 1. It's going to be DLC. GT, again, like, I don't know, like, again, until we have, like, a good idea, because, again, once, like, we'll probably know more once June hits, like, because, again, but I do know that at least Dragon Ball Z has to be in there, as well as a good portion of Super. GT and Dragon Ball might be a little bit of a minuscule, just a tiny bit, because, again, but, yeah. So, already addressed, like, the release window and character roster. Now, as for the combat in general, now this is something that a lot of people are very worried about, okay? Is the gameplay. Now, keep in mind, the last Dragon Ball game that carried the name Tenkaichi was Ultimate Tenkaichi. And they're, like, the only good things that we could say about Ultimate Tenkaichi was the graphics was amazing. It had beautiful, just stage destruction was amazing. Music was bumping, but the combat. It was basically a rock, paper, scissors game from start to freaking finish, dog. And some QTEs, bruh. Like, I don't know how they fumbled so bad with that. Like, you went from Raging Black, and I think this is how I know. This is how I know that Bandai listens to the fans too well. Because people was bitching about Raging Blast's goddamn the complex controls, you know what I'm saying? It's so hard. I can't connect combos. So they decided, okay, we're hearing you. And made the bitch so goddamn simple, like, bruh. The combat in Ultimate Tenkaichi, I don't even know why. I don't know why they did that. But I know it was because some fans was bitching over the freaking fact that bro. To the fans that say that the combat was complex, bro, I play Raging Blast, okay? Dog, it was not that complex. It was literally Budokai Tenkaichi, just a little bit dumbed down, bro. Calm yourself. But all in all, yeah. But I really do think that Budokai Tenkaichi for at least just, you know, this new installment Budokai Tenkaichi will follow the original formula that Budokai Tenkaichi 3 had. Because, again, like I said from the original post, the post I had with on the Dragon Ball official website, that basically it gave not two, of course, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 1 through 3, as well as notably basically telling the fact that, oh, this game obviously had, like, you know, was well known for its, you know, high-speed combat as well as, you know, massive roster. So I can definitely see this game going to have at least, if not 100, it possibly looks a little bit like a little 90, you know what I'm saying? But all in all, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure this game is going to have going to keep, and like I said, and this is I'm probably gonna say this right now. If the roster's not as massive as people claim it to be or anything like, I know there's gonna be a little bit of outrage, but I think the biggest outrage of it all is if the gameplay is not up to snuff. Okay, like if the game plays like Budokai Tenkaichi 3, then whatever they do with that roster, I do not care. Because let's be real, like, bro, because like I said, Budokai Tenkaichi 3 had it. It had the high-speed combat, the clashes, the stage destruction. If they just fall with that original formula that Budokai Tenkaichi 3 had, we are eating. We are eating. But, and also I want to say another thing too. If Budokai Tenkaichi 4 actually includes CACs, then Xenoverse is already dead. I'm sorry. Like we're already gonna leave Xenoverse to play Budokai Tenkaichi 4 when this game drops. But if this game also includes CACs as well, with Saiyans that have moving tails, dog. Budokai Tenkaichi is Xenoverse 2? Peace, brother. I'm sorry, like like the only good thing that Xenoverse 2 has got going for it right now is just the custom created characters, as well as, I guess, changing time a little bit because they kind of like introduced that in a few DLC packs. But other than that, that's pretty much it. If they, like, again, Budokai Tenkaichi, like I said beforehand, Budokai Tenkaichi 3 already slamming the heck out of Xenoverse 2 with its core gameplay. But if they bring in flipping CACs, it's over, bro. It's freaking over, dog. R.I.P. to the Xenoverse 2 community, bro. Like, you had a good run, but Budokai Tenkaichi 4 just sweeped you, bro. But all in all, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, please like this video, comment down below, share this video across social media if you can, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. Actually, in the comments down below, what was like the #1 thing that this game must absolutely nail? That it must absolutely, like, you know what I'm saying, handle very freaking well. Is it the massive roster? Is it going to be just the gameplay? If that case, what gameplay features that must have? Like the high-speed clashes, the beam struggles, the stage destruction. Like, let me know. Let me know in the comments down below what you think this game should absolutely 100% have to a T. But anyways, this is Split Psych signing out. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace!